Let's be honest, nobody likes hidden fees unless you're the one collecting them, but hopefully with this video and the comments down below, we can help you be aware of them so that you're not surprised. How's it going? I'm Jared Gillis. Welcome to another All About RVs. Today, I wanted to talk to you about something in the RV industry that's just kind of slipped right in there. And it's some of the hidden cost associated with RVing. So today, we're going to be taking a look at some of the more prominent hidden fees that we have come across. So starting off, this may not be each one of these the most egregious, but they're definitely very common. So when you're out there booking an RV park, an RV stay, they have these ways of slipping in these fees. It might look like kid tax, or just having more than 2 people inside of your RV. When we go to make a reservation and it looks like that RV site is going to be $35 a night, and then all of a sudden we realize that it's significantly more than that per night, whether it's $2 per person above that 2, or it's $5. We've even seen $10 per night per person above 2. So with a family of 4, we're paying $20 more a night for that RV park. So that might go into your decision of whether you want to stay there or not, because that adds a lot to the cost. Or they have other ways of sneaking in fees into there. Maybe it's a resort fee that's $5 or $15 per day that adds to that daily cost of being able to RV there. Or maybe it's not a private park. Maybe it's a state park. We've gone to a state park where we do our online reservation and they charge you an additional day use fee in order to be in that park. So adding to your RV reservation, then you have to have a day reservation. Or sometimes in an RV park or an online reservation, you might have an online reservation fee where it actually costs more money to book that reservation online. This is just the beginning of our hidden cost list, but I'm curious what you guys have come across. What are some of those hidden costs that you have found for RVing? Leave a comment down below. But while we're talking about reservations, there's also a hidden cost. This one's not necessarily hidden, but if you want to lock in your site, if you wanted to pick site 20 and that's the site that you really wanted to go into, sometimes you have to pay an additional fee when you book that site to make sure that you actually booked that site. So these are some of the things that you want to look out for, these hidden fees, and I understand some of them. I can understand charging a couple extra dollars per night per person, depending on how large your group is, to cover some of the water, maybe the extra electricity, but $10 a night seems really steep and really extreme. Or charging an additional booking fee for booking it online for something that's automated and didn't take anybody else's extra time. The next one on our list is finding a place to fill up your tanks with water, or to have a dump station where you can empty your tanks when you're done going out boondocking. So there's a lot of good resources to finding those locations, and oftentimes you can find those that are free. But then sometimes there is a large cost involved there. We've seen it where it's $3, we've seen $10, $20. We even had one that we called and we were going to empty our tanks and they said, yeah, sure, it's free. Oh, wait, did you buy the RV here? If not, it'll be $50. We definitely passed on that one. So the next one on our list is easier to avoid in the West and much more prevalent in the East, and that's tolls. So when you're traveling in the East, there's a lot of toll roads and you have to take that into consideration. So as long as you know that toll road might be in your path, you can plan for it ahead of time. So using that in your GPS, being able to turn off the tolls and ferries and be able to see what your route would be compared to what it would be if you took the tolls. Sometimes you might be able to save an hour and a half, sometimes an hour. Maybe you want to avoid a road by taking a toll so you're not going down neighborhood streets with your large RV. But this cost can really add up compared to just a normal vehicle, because that price goes up exponentially the larger your RV gets. This next one is the sad truth of RVing. You just know that things are eventually going to break. So being aware of that, knowing that it's coming so that you don't get stressed out, but that's a hidden cost in RVing. You just know it's coming, you just never know when it's gonna come. We're no strangers to this, and the longer you RV, you will have something that breaks that you do have to repair while on the road. This next one, I have to confess, I am guilty of, and guilty of helping other people commit this one. And it's buying RV gear you didn't know you needed until you saw it. In my defense, I hope I'm just sharing information that helps you enjoy the RVing experience even more. But sometimes you see that piece of gear where you were happy RVing the way you were before, and now you saw that piece of gear, and then you had to get it in order to continue RVing. I apologize. It's just part of what comes along with RVing. Now, some of these things have really enhanced the way we get out there and use our RV, whether it's solar, the inverter, or just a generator for getting out there boondocking, even though some of these might help you enjoy the RVing experience even more, or even change or shape the way that you RV. So I hope this list of all the hidden costs, or some of the hidden costs involved with RVing, helps you, or kind of opened your eyes to some of these things that you might come across. While we find these hidden fees, we still just love getting out there, spending time together as a family, and go RVing. So I think that's gonna do it for today. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you wanna see more videos about RVing, hit that subscribe button. And if we don't see you on the road, hopefully we will see you next video.